Welcome to BISP solution in our series of learning the ARCS tool of Oracle. So today we are going to learn about the reconciliation. So what is this reconciliation means? So till date we have taken an overview of the application and have gone through the different functionality of the ARCS and the available the different links which are available in the home page, also the welcome page, and through the navigator. And we have also created a new application, and how we have removed that application, and how we have taken the backup of that applications. And also we have seen the configuration part, that is the settings for this yeah, for this application for starting the reconciliation work. So today we are going to learn about the reconciliation. So for a common man, the reconciliation here means the comparing of two sets of data. So here the two sets of data may be one ledger and its ledger, and also is uh, uh, accounts receivable and the third party account ledgers. So what the basically the different steps which are just we will just start with a few theoretical part of it, and then we will do some hands-on in the application. So for this reconciliation, the different steps involved in it, it's basically is to load data. So the data is loaded into the period for a profile for reconciliation purpose. So the data is loaded through a pre-mapped file, that is the CSV file, or through a data management. And then we do the auto reconciliation. The reconciliation work is done automatically if we upload the file into the application. So the once we upload the file, it will automatically do the reconciliation for us. Auto run when it is data is loaded, and complete reconciliation for both the accounts. So if it is a single ledger, it will give us an analysis of it, and if it's a two ledger, it will provide us a difference for the two ledgers for this two set of data, this ledgers and sub ledgers. Then the third steps, we can say it as a notification were sent to the preparer or the user who is supposed to perform the work basis this reconciliation. And the user or the preparer, for reconciliation we use it as preparer, and in common terms we use it as a user. So for them, they get alert that they have to start the work for the reconciliation which they have been assigned. Then the steps comes the preparer. So the preparer here means the user who is to perform. The preparer do the complete the task, execute and complete the task, and make the things available and provide the reasons and attachment and the other details for the reconciliation, and complete it and make it available for review to the reviewer. So the next step, then the process flows to the reviewer. So the reviewer, which the preparer has submitted or forwarded to the reviewer, or preparer, he will just review it and will approve the reconciliation as per, if he finds it's okay, or he will reject it if he needs some modification or changes in it. And once this reviewer approve it, the process becomes closed, and the process becomes closed and the reconciliation is done. The reconciliation part or the difference is been adjustment is been passed, and the whole process can be monitored in the dashboard. In the dashboard, one can see the whole process through the dashboard. So the dashboard allows one to view the status of proceeding or proceeding of the work. uh, Then we have this, how we can assess this reconciliation. So there are the mostly there are the three ways through which we can assess this reconciliation, or we can reach out to this reconciliation. The first one is from the work list tab, second is from the dashboard itself, dashboard card, and also from the reconciliation card in the which is available in the home page. So let's go and see that one also. So this is our application. So this is our application. I will just log in once again in it. So this is our the home page, and we can access it from home page work list tab. So this is our home page, and from the work list tab we can access to this reconciliation. So it will land up the in the work list. It provides the pending the reconciliation which are pending. So this is presently no work is no reconciliation are pending. We will just go and select the other period also, so that we can see the pending. So they all these are the pending, all these are the open reconciliation. So this is the first method. The second method is home page dashboard overview. So from the home page we will go to this dashboard, and under dashboard we have this overview card, and from here we can see the reconciliation part in a graphical manner, a graphical picture. So we can view it by account type, or we have different options here: organizational unit, or how many of them are complete or late, so how many of them are open or late. So we can see for a particular period. If we want to see it for August, just go and check it. The third option is from the reconciliation card, which is available in the home page itself. So we will just go to this home page. We have this home reconciliation card here, or alternatively from the navigator we can access this reconciliation from reconciliation option on the navigator. Now you can see for the August month we have this reconciliation. Then creating reconciliation, from where we can create the reconciliations. So for creating reconciliation, so we have three options also. We can create a reconciliation from profiles, and from period, and from reconciliation EPM automate. So from let's go and see first from the profile section. From this navigator, click on this profile. As already I have created one. So this is the reconciliation, the profile which I have already tested. So from here we have to select this one, click on this one. From here we can edit. From here click on this action and create reconciliation. The option available here is create reconciliation. From here we can just go and create the reconciliation. For a particular month we have to select the period for which the reconciliation is to be done. So this is the first method, and alternatively we can also create reconciliation from period tab also. So for that either we can go from here itself, or alternatively from the navigator and period. So we are already on the period tab. So suppose if we are going to load the data, or do the need to do the reconciliation for August, so select that particular period here, from here, and from this action tab we have create reconciliation. So click on this reconciliation. If you have to do this for all profile, then select that profile, and if you want to do it for a particular profile, you go and just select that profile itself. And the third method is basically the with the help of EPM automate. So which is an basically a command based automation process of creating reconciliation that we will go in our later in our next sessions only. So this is how we can create reconciliation. So then we have this missing reconciliations. Maybe some reconciliation may be missing. So what are the basic reasons for these reconciliations are not available or they have been missed out? So there's some common, there are basically the four reasons that missing reconciliation may occur. Maybe a new profile. A new profile might have been created after the reconciliation were created for a given period. For example, if we have created a reconciliation for a period and kept it as in the middle, and somebody would have created a new profile for that given period for that given period. So in that case also that profile which the reconciliation which was created earlier might not be visible, or it might be it is missing. So missing required information, maybe in the profile section we may have not input all the required data. Maybe say for example in the workflow tab we may not have given the close date or the end date, or have not defined the proper username in it. So which may also cause to lead to missing reconciliation. And also maybe a profile was deleted for that relevant period or might have been used for some other period also. So in that case also the somebody have deleted it. So in that case also the reconciliation will be missing. And inactive, maybe the profile was not active, was not in active mode, that is it is inactive. The maybe the profile, when we create the profile, it becomes active when the certain criteria are meet out. Maybe in the absence of that criteria, the profile might not have been able, is not been active, was not active. So we have to first go and active that profile. Now we come to the reconciliation preparation part. How we can prepare a reconciliation. So the basically the reconciliation is prepared uh, for three methods. For these three methods under compliance reconciliation module. So first one is the balance comparison. So in which we compare or we reconcile the difference between source and subsystem. Then we have account analysis, in which we explain the account balances. In this, only a single account exists and we do a analysis of that account. Maybe for example in case of unidentified receipt, our ledgers or our bank account may be having a ledger may be having some receipts which are not traceable or have not been identified. So in that case we just go and do this account analysis for that particular account balances. The third one is the variance analysis, in which we compare the account balances of a single account over a multiple period. So in which the account will also remain same, but the period will be more than one. Then adding attachment, this we will see when we will practically do one create and reconciliation, in which so in this attachment here the preparer or the user, while working on the reconciliation, he can add attachment to the reconciliation. Maybe he may be required to do so, or might be he want to attach some crucial or the typical or the important findings of it with the help of this attachment. So he can attach that uh, in the balance summary, in the balance summary tab in the while executing the work. So the important thing here is that the attachment drawer, that is the attachment, the preparer can has only the right to attach. The preparer or the reviewer or the commenter cannot add attachment to their comments, but the preparer can only add attach to its comments. Okay, then he can also add certain external document or page link to that attachment section if we want to give some additional information or some other need to point out certain other important aspect of that reconciliation. So he can do so with the help of external document or a web page link in the attachment section. And one can edit or delete attachment by accessing, and similarly if one has to attach that delete that attachment, he can do so by accessing the edit or delete section from the attachment tab, which is available on the right side pane on the balance summary card, on the balance summary tab. So we will just go and see that also. And then comes the period status, the status of the period. So a period, the status of a period may changes throughout the reconciliation process. So the period has a open, closed, and locked as their status. So in the open stage, in the open status, the balances can be uploaded, and while in the closed state, the one cannot attach or one cannot create a reconciliation for that period, but can attach updated period for that particular reconciliation. And the third one is the closed, in which it prohibits new reconciliation from being added to the period. So when it is closed, no, as I said just now, in the closed period, which prohibit new reconciliation cannot be added to that period, but the existing one, but the resources can work on the existing reconciliation which are already there in the uh, in that period. And the third status is locked, which prohibits, it's completely prohibit changes to that reconciliation. So user can't add reconciliation to that period, and changes cannot be made to reconciliation, and balances cannot be imported. So the balance cannot be imported to that period if it is in a locked state, but in a closed state you can import balance and can work on existing reconciliations also. And as we have already learned, know that the period, when we create a new period, it always remain in a pending station, in the pending status. So the administrator has to go and have to open that period to open to allow work begin on reconciliation after the reconciliation start date is reached. Then we have this format. So we have already gone through this, all this different aspect of this application, that is format reconciliation, but we are just recalling it, and we'll create an one format. Based on that, we will create a profile, will assign period to that, and will upload uh, data into that period, and will do the reconciliation. So reconciliation, its format determines how the reconciliation will look like, and the type of information that a preparer and reviewer can enter. Okay, so the formats for reconciliation are selected by or designed by the service administrator, and also the formats are completely customizable. They can be altered, they can be modified based on our requirement. Although a standard format is available in the application itself. Okay, so the format are based. So we have three methods for a reconciliation compliance. So all the formats will remain based on these three methods. For reconciliation compliance, it is account analysis, balance comparison, variance analysis method. And for transaction matchings, we have account analysis with transaction matching, balance comparison with transaction matching, and transaction matching. There is no variance analysis with transaction matching. Then we create a profile. Come to this profile. So profiles, we already have gone through this also. The profiles are one of the most important objects within accounts reconciliation, and are this are to be created, necessarily to be created for both the module reconciliation, compliance, and transaction matching, and they worked as a precursors to reconciliations. The precursor, the pre-activity which needs to be completed for the reconciliation. They can and in which we have to define the uh, preparer have to define the duration or the close and end date for the particular for completing the reconciliation, and also the other aspect which we will see in this later on. Uh, okay, and similarly, the process of creating reconciliation from profile. So when we create a reconciliation from profile, it created or causes a snapshot of the profile to be taken and stored along with the reconciliation. Over the time, profile configuration may change. However, the profile information is stored with the recon is never impacted by these changes. What it means, when we create a reconciliation for a profile, automatically the application took a snapshot of that profile and keep it with that reconciliation. If any changes, if my changes in occur in the profile it will not lead to changes in the snapshot in the profile in the configuration of that profile, but it will keep the storage, but it will keep that information intact for that particular profile if we make any changes, if we make any subsequent change in the profile. So the reconciliation will always be remain there. And one profile, we have to create a profile for each reconciliation performed. Maybe each month the reconciliation are created from so we have to create a profile is need to be created for each month for one account. Okay, so we will just go and take one example to see all this aspect of what we have learned in the application. So we will first, the steps here is first is to load data, but before that we have to do some pre-configuration work. So for that we will just first go and see what format is available in our what format we are going to learn in the application. So for that purpose I have created two subsources, two files, and we'll use the bank and cash reconciliation, cash and bank reconciliation basically. So for that I have already this file with me, CSV file, and have defined the profile segment for it. So for that we will just go and create one format, see the format is available in that or not. So for that, under the configuration we will go and create a format for that. So under this format okay, so we have this format, bank reconciliation format and bank reconciliation test. So we will just go and use this format for our reconciliation purpose. So under the format, what we have seen, so this is about the format. So the reconciliation format are based on one of the three methods. So we have been using here the balance comparison method. So this format is of balance comparison method. Okay, and I have given it the name as bank reconciliation test. Description is optional, and under the balance summary we have two tabs, that is subsystem, system adjustment and subsystem adjustment. As we have been doing the balance comparison, so there must be two account data available here. One is this general ledger and the sub ledger. So for that I have defined under source system book GL balance, that is the GL balance of bank as per book, and subsystem So we will be comparing our books with the bank statement balance. And if we have to do some adjustment, so where we will post that adjustment to subsystem, so it will be adjustment to book balance and adjustment to bank statement balance. And rest of other tabs are beginning balance, that is the opening balance. If there is exist, I will just keep this a tab hide in our balance summary tab when the user will perform his action. And net activity, I will also hide this one. Then we have this ending balance, we will get this. If there is any difference, we will get this one. So just go and what I will do, I will just take a screenshot of it. Okay, so from here, let me increase the margin, make the paper as A4. Okay, insert a table in it. So I will just take a snapshot of this balance summary and summary adjustment. This one, and this one. Okay, and this also, this we have defined. And under the system adjustment, I have we will see this one's short description. We have short description here, long description, invoice, and I have made this invoice as required for the preparer, or I will just go and edit this one. Mm, value, just leave it as access to the, it is access to the preparer only. And we have this option, do not display reconciliation, allow edits. So if I will just go and see this one as allow edits, and we'll just make it as okay. So okay, so this will also be required to be okay, transaction data. And also for the subsystem system, there is only two tab, short description and long description. Basically we have to click on this smartly so that we can scroll it, short and short description. And then we have these instructions. No, I am not giving any instruction for it. Or attributes, I'm not defining this attribute right now. We will have this a separate session on this attributes. And for these questions, I have added a question for preparer, has the SOP is being followed, and have made it as required. I'm not going to create any rule for this, and we'll just go and save this one. So this is the bank reconciliation test format which I have already created here. Okay, for this balance comparison. So all these are the customizable. If you want to make any changes furthermore, we can do in the format itself. Okay, now we have created the format. Now we have to create a new profile for it. So to access this profile, we have two or three options from either from the navigator. From navigator, we have profile either from this or from the home page. Under application, we have this profile. So we have to create a profile for this. So to create this profile, I will just create go. So you in the profile segment, we have two tabs here, and I will give the exact name of the reconciliation ID which I have given here. So 101 10102 bank reconciliation test 2. Okay, the is description under the process. All this we have been configured in our configuration page while creating in the while creating this after creating this application. So we have been doing bank and cash, so it will be a balance sheet item. Risk rating, we will just set it as medium. What is the account type? So as it has been an asset, and under the asset it has been a cash, so I will just choose this one as a cash. And what is the normal balance for this particular account type? It is generally a debit balance, so I will just select this debit. And organizational unit, all this we have configured in our configuration page. So just go to this South America, click on this. What is the format? This is important. So I will have to attach a format to a profile. So profile can without any without any format. So the format which we have just created is bank reconciliation test. Select that, so it will be available here. The method is already here because this bank reconciliation format is created based on this balance comparison. Then auto reconciliation, under the auto reconciliation method tab, we have to choose this as a 0. So if the balance is 0, it will be reconciled automatically. Okay. uh, and from there we will just go to the next tab, instruction. We can give instructions as already I have already given some instruction in my, just copy that. This one. So for Excel file, use only new XS version files only, and for document attach PDF. Then under this work tab, we have to define the user. I have already created one user in it. This is user 1. I will just select this one and will provide the frequently. What will be the frequency? We will keep it as monthly. And what will the offset day, start date is 1. Is there any backup user? No, no backup user is there. Then we will schedule it from the close date. Okay, and we'll give a duration of 1 day. Just save it. And from the reviewer point of view, whether we want to assign someone, then we will just go and assign one user to it, user 2. And what will be the duration to him? He will have to complete the task within 1 day after the user submit the task, complete his task. Then we come to this currency. So one thing is have to be kept in mind for the they are property, workflow, and currency, and all other tabs are optional, they can be ignored. So under the rate type, so we will just go and see. I will just show you from the configuration page. All this we have defined in this one, currency. This is our currency tab. Interfunctional reporting. So we have this interfunctional and currency. What are the rate type? So what rate type we have defined in it? So rate types are here. So we have defined accounting, alternate rates and units. So here we will take it as accounting and oh, okay, there has been some application error. I will just go and search for that. Yes, now it has been created. It is available there. Now you can see the here the valid. Under the valid we have this cross, a red cross mark. So it means this the profile is still not valid. If you can see under the missing reconciliation we have seen inactive or it has not been valid. If it is not been valid, it would have been raised a reconciliation as a missing reconciliation. So we will just go here under currency, rate type is accounting. We will just remove this one and save and close this one. Now you can see that it has become valid for us. For other types I am not going to provide any rules and attributes for this time being. That we will see in our later sessions. Now we have created profiles. Okay, then we have to create we have to go to the period under the prepare and notify if auto reconciliation for this. Okay, so we have to go to this period, and now you can see from where we can create the assessing reconciliation and create reconciliation. So from where, what are those different options from where we can create reconciliations. So we have created profile. Now in the period we will upload the balances. The first step, load balances through pmap file. So I already have these two files with me. One is the source file and another one is the subsystem file. Okay, the amount is different here. For the subsystem it is 160. Subsystem it is 160 and for source system it is 158. So just make it as 162. Okay, 1,62 and save it. So to upload data into the in our profile and to start reconciliation, we have to select the period in for which we are going to do this reconciliation. So we will select this August 21. The status is still is open, and for others you can see the status is locked. It is locked. So the balances will be uploaded in the August in those periods which are being opened. So August 21, from action tab, import pre-mapped data, import pre-mapped balances. So from here we have to attach that file, source system, source file, balance type is our source file. This is our source file, period August 22. As we are uploading it, so it automatically takes here August 22. Currency bucket we have this functional and delimiter will be comma. This is the mode, snapshot mode, which we am talking about. The snapshot. So it takes a snapshot. So the reconciliation will remain intact if there is any changes subsequent made, if we made some subsequent changes in this profile. So just import that file, close it. We can see the result from here and just refresh it. Now it has been completed. It has given us a complete message. Now we will upload the data for subsystem. Browse subsystem, Balance type, it is subsystem. For August, currency bucket is again functional, common, and import. Let's go and check the status. Now it has also been completed. It has given us a complete method. Now we will go under the profile section and we'll see whether the balance has been uploaded or not. Now you can see the balance has been uploaded in it. And the source system, we have this 1,62,000. Unexplained difference is there of 2,000 up 2,000. From action select column, I will just change subsystem. Enter source, balance, match, organizational, preparer, reviewer, unmatched. From the reconciliation, sorry, I will have to choose this one. From the reconciliation, subsystem, where it is adjusted subsystem, subsystem balance entered. It is ours is functional basically. Subsystem balance functional. So just move it to the right pane. Unexplained different functional. And I click on this OK button. Now you can see under source system we have uploaded 162. This is our source file 162, and for subsystem 160, 1,60,000. Now that balance is appearing here because we have uploaded the pre-mapped file here, the CSV file here. Now we have to create a reconciliation for this. So for this reconciliation, we have just gone through from where we can just go and assessing reconciliation, can create reconciliation. So either from the profile, click on this action, and from here create a reconciliation, and from the period tab, under August, go and click on this create reconciliation. For all profile, I will just close this one, so it will make the start reconciliation for all the profiles. So it's better to go it from the profile section. So this is our profile. Click on this, create reconciliation. For which period it is asking, for which period? It is for September 2022. Apply it. For selected profile, say yes, apply. It is processing our work. It will give us a message successful, or if there is any error. So we have been successfully copied. Just close this one. Now the activity has been triggered. This step, a notification will go to the preparer, and he will do his task. So as we have been working on this administrator window, we have to log in from the user window. So for that, I will have to use some other browser and log in with the user one. We have given user one as our preparer. So now you can see for August 22, you can see there are two he can access from here or also from the work list tab. So we will just go and click from here itself, late. This is for the period of August month 2022, and the cash and bank reconciliation test. This is our, it is open with preparer. So the preparer will go and we'll see that, the book balance, the general balance is 1,62,000 and the bank statement balance is 1,60,000. So there is a difference of 20,000 and it shows the period ending balances. So it shows source system, ending balance, this ending balance. Okay, net activity we have hide, that's why we are not able to see this one. So net activity we cannot find it, ending balance is there, difference is there, adjustment is there, adjustment balance is there 1,60,000 and unexplained difference is there 2,000. This one, this we have selected, we have not hide while creating the format. And adjustment to book GL balance, for where we have to do the adjustment, that we have to decide. Under the summary we have seen the book balance is more than the bank statement. So the preparer has identified that some interest has been charged by the bank, that's why the difference is coming. To provide that reason, we have to click on this plus symbol, provide a reason, charged by bank, provide the due date. Now we have made some changes in it. That is invoice preparer editable, it is editable by the preparer. Earlier it was compulsory, so I have made it, change it to editable. So provide some invoice number or say a random number, some bank charges, the reference number for this. Now we can see we have difference of 2,000. We will just go and post this one and save it. Now there is no unexplained differences. In the summary tab we can see the difference is not there, and where we have adjusted in the book balance, or alternatively we can adjust it in the bank system balance, bank statement balance also. So adjustment to book balance, it I have given it, and I will just go and submit this one. But it is not allowing me to submit it. It is giving us the message, cannot submit the reconciliation until all required information are answered. Now you can see the question is there in it, which is compulsory to be answered. So click on this yes, and as I said, the adjustment, under adjustment we have seen adding adjustment. The adjustment can be made by only the preparer. So here he can attach some file here. So let's go and uh, attach some random file, ARCS webinar. Let's say this, upload this file, some file image. Okay, so the file has been attached in it, and he can give some balance, bank charge by bank, interest charge by bank is higher than last month due to revision in rates. Okay, and he will just post it. So he can just post the comments which will be visible to all the reviewer. So it is giving us a warning that it is already 364 days late, and from here we can just go and see the workflow, who is the preparer and who is the reviewer. Then just go and submit this one. Now it has been submitted. Okay, it has been submitted, and let's go and see what is the status here. It is open with preparer still. Work list card from Fab. We will choose this one. Just refilter it, clear out filter. So this is the present status. Now we will use it, work it from the uh, preparer. We open the window for preparer, for the reviewer, sorry. He is user 2. Okay, now you can see it is open with reviewer level 1, and also we can access that from the dashboard also. Under overview, we have this bank reconciliation test as per format or as per organizational unit. So South America we have completed, 2 is still incomplete, and as per process we have this 2 are still incomplete. Under work list, okay, now you can see that 2 are late. And what are those 2? This is cash and bank reconciliation test 2. It is open with whom? It is open with reviewer level 1, reviewer. So this is reviewer level window, so he will access that from work list or either from the welcome page also. So the period, we have to select that particular period, August. Now it is open with reviewer, and he can see the status, the summary of it. Organizational unit, as per organizational unit is here, South America. Account ID wise, South America. Okay, so he will just go and do his work. So now he will see under this, now he can now he will see that the balance are now the balance is also being matched, the adjusted balance, because we have made a difference, adjusted difference of 2000. So he will just go and overview it. We'll go through the bank interest charges and other things, and he will just go and from here we can, you can just see he cannot attach any attachment here. There is no option in it, so only the preparer can attach. So he can just, we can view the attachment attached by the preparer. Okay, likewise he can see the status or the workflow from here, and if he finds this is proper, he will just go, either he can approve or reject. So he will just approve it. Now it has been submitted. Now this has been closed now. Okay, and from the admin point of view, if we see this one, it has also now been open. It is closed. Now this has been closed, and if we see it in the dashboard, we can see the different status of it under work list. The administrator can see the different uh, the status of the reconciliation. So this is how the reconciliation is being done, created. Reconciliation is being created, access, created, then if there is any missing reconciliation, preparing reconciliation, and then the period we upload in the data into period. Then we have this format, created format, updated the profile, and in which we have uh, uploaded the attached that particular, in the profile we have attached that format, loaded balances in period, and done the reconciliation. So this is how a process of a basic process for a account reconciliation. So that's all for from my side for today's session. And we will come again with our next topic of ARCS, and we do hands-on on the application. So, and I hope you will you would have liked this session and find it useful for learning purpose. So you can always reach out to us on our channel, or write to us at support@bispsolution.com. So so that conclude our today's session, and we will meet tomorrow with another topic. So till then, just say goodbye and thank you.